y'all, welcome back to If You Don't Say It, I Will. We are the podcast that says all the things that you probably say in your group chat or in your head. I'm Sam.
I'm Amy, and we are going to tell y'all about how we blew up a gender reveal and all the redneck shit we've done in the last week.
Yeah, and we're gonna sprinkle in some of the
juicy lives,
some live info. So yeah, let's get after it. So let's talk about fucking TikTok lives, dude.
I was so scared.
Dude, we were like virgins.
Yeah. Not no more.
Now
we're like the girl who went through 1,000 men in a day.
3,000 actually.
To be exact.
Yeah, man, that shit's crazy. People say the most out of pocket shit to us.
I have never blushed so much.
Oh, Amy was getting all of it. We did one today,
it.
and they were like, "Ooh, the girl in the brown," and I'm
It's
just like,
very
"Hell
yeah!"
yeah!"
But yes.
Yeah. Regardless, they were like, "She's fucking baddie." I'm like, "She's baddie."
Yeah.
So that was fun. We did a live Q&A if you were there for it.
Mm-hmm.
It was fucking off the charts. It mostly turned into a roast.
Oh yeah.
Of us.
A lot of random sounds came
Luckily,
out of it.
I already know like every flaw I've ever had in my life, so like
and we already
other
joke
people,
about it.
other people can't hurt my feelings with it because I'm like.
But they really tried. Like the shit
they
that
tried hard
they said and kept repeating. Like I think the biggest comment that got to us was the stud stuff.
I've been thinking about that shit for weeks because I was like, the fuck?
Like how?
But at the same time, you know how many times I've said like, when I'm in public and I'm in my Adam Sandler get up, like that people probably think that we're lesbians, or if I'm with like my sister or something, I'm like, for sure they think we're lesbians.
100%.
Because it's the vibe. I realize, what's up, Juno?
Hey girl.
I realize what the vibe is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I
didn't think I would be the manly one. That's where I was like, wait a minute.
And then like because we gave just a glimmer of what the fuck, they just kept coming in. They're like, oh,
now we know better though.
Yeah, now we know better.
Now we just ignore it. We're like, we pass. Okay,
that guy
whatever.
muted.
Yeah. We had my husband be a moderator, and so he's in there and he's listening to all these dudes, you know, saying the fucking wasp is back in here.
It's fine.
And it remembers you.
Well, I smacked him around. He probably does remember.
Yeah, and he's
Want
out
some more
for
of that?
fucking blood.
Yeah, he ain't out for blood. He would have done something.
He's on your side. He's like, bitch, just wait till you ain't paying attention. I'm gonna fly in your fucking eye and sting you.
You ain't about that life.
Or it's the mom, and you're way more fucked.
It's definitely not the mom. The mom wouldn't be flying around. It would be on a nest somewhere. Because moms don't do busy shit, okay?
Be busy.
They be busy and bitches.
They are always being busy with their bitchy ass brats.
But
anyways.
No, we got all the fucking comments. I mean, the smutty, nasty, whatever. We got fucking hilarious dad jokes. Like, those
are my favorite, dude.
And then, of course, we got the beautifuls and whatevers. We got a few of them that told us we look like trolls under a bridge. But
they always go in there and they say, like, I want the big one, because they want to see if we're going to think, like...
It's like, who's going to be the big
Right
one?
now, for the first time in our friendship, we are
probably
close to the same size.
Yeah.
So it's dumb as a motherfucker. So if you do that...
Just know, we're cool with it. We don't give a fuck.
We do thick out here, okay? Thick thighs, thick booty.
Yeah, Kid Rock said it best, man. Like them thick-thighed Southern girls or whatever his song is. So.
Hell yeah, dude.
Midwestern hoes. That's what it is. Them thick-thighed Midwestern hoes. We met a lot of cool people on there too. Like, so shout out to Allie is one of our big followers. Javin. Devin. Derek. King. And King is in love with
Bo Rat, and I'm fully convinced of that. So.
Yeah. He's in love with Sam too, so it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Mr. Hell on Wheels.
Yeah.
Very cool,
he was
dude.
cool. We had like regulars come in. We had Jedediah.
Oh, Jedediah. I loved him.
I loved Jedediah.
He was so funny. And then when I told him I thought he was Amish, he was like, well, why? I'm like, bro, your name.
Yeah, he's like, the fuck I am? I look like Justin Timberlake. We were like, what?
What?
But here's the thing, okay? During this live, some person comes in, and I don't know if they were being assholes or they weren't being assholes. I don't really care. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
They came in and they said something about, like, I have a great product for receding hairlines.
And so when we have the live going, I'm typically, like, way ahead in the comments than Sam is. So I read that shit and I'm dying, right? Because my inside joke to Sam, and it's not inside, it's everywhere.
Yeah,
but
we say
my
that
joke to Sam is that she has a big forehead, right?
Yeah.
I tell her she looks like
Just,
Uncle Rogers off of American Dad. She's beautiful. It's like one of his little costumes that he puts on is you.
The hottest one.
Yeah, the hottest one. So
for sure.
when I read that shit, I fucking started dying. I mean,
Dude,
I'm wheezing.
And I hear her laugh. I read it as she begins laughing, so now I know exactly why she's laughing. And I know, we both know, like, who they're talking about.
100%.
So here's the thing though, fuckers. I have really light hair in my roots, so it always looks like my hair is farther back than it is. And my whole forehead's big. That's just fucking what it is, man. You can't have it all. Okay, so
She got the
here
booty,
down,
not the head.
golden. From here up, forget about it.
Them eyebrows on fleek, though.
Fuck yeah, they are, dude. So she's laughing, so now I'm laughing, and we're doing this thing that we do sometimes.
It's so wheezing. We
Where
look like
we're
retarded seals.
Yeah.
We're sitting there with our eyes
Yeah,
squinted,
we're like this.
tears. But nothing's coming out except as wheezing.
It's like...
It's like that.
Yeah. And so we're doing that, and tears are rolling down my eyes. So I see the chat is like moving real
like
fast,
bumping.
but I can't
Everything's
see what
happening.
anybody's saying. And that was making it funnier. And then she fucking
Farted.
farts. And I'm like, bitch, did you just fart on live?
I sure did.
And she's like, I did. Fart again. I'm
It
like,
was like popcorn farts.
yeah.
And stuff.
The more she would laugh, the
It
fucking
just
it was
kept
like
happening.
going.
And I was done.
Dude, I fucking was deceased.
We were fucking crying. All the things, and everybody on the chat was just fucking losing it. They're like, I'm so confused. What's happening?
Like,
Why
what's
is it
going
happening?
on? And,
Why is everything's happening?
Yeah, my husband who's watching it, he's like, I'm not confused at all. This is totally normal thing.
This is a Tuesday.
This is their thing. You just gotta wait till they finish. And I love laughing like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that last laugh that we did after,
Oh my God.
we both weren't breathing for like
No.
a minute. And
No.
then you're like, I can't breathe. And I was like, oh yeah, I do need to do that. But it was, I have so much fun, and I have a pretty tough shell for the most part.
Oh, I guess
Now, because I'm like, I'm like Eminem, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, what are you gonna say about me? I can tell you everything that you're gonna say.
Yeah,
Like,
you act like you're the first person to tell that joke. And
Yeah.
we've told the commenters and stuff like that too. Like, we get the same fucking jokes. Like,
well, because they
I
came
have super fucking small
Yeah.
eyes, and they always think I'm cross-eyed when
Yeah.
I'm there because I'm like trying to squint and read, but look at them, but look
and
at the
just
comments.
the way your eyes are set up. You know what I mean?
I'm,
And so, or they'll come in and say like the special.
I'm so glad you bring your special ed friend on these things.
Yeah, I'm just like, y'all are wild.
I'm
So
like, this is
we're here
fucking
for it.
hilarious.
We laugh. We have like regulars now. We've done a total, I think, of 3 lives.
Hell yeah. And we've gotten like exceedingly better each time. Like the first one, I think we had maybe like 5,000 total likes, but only maybe 1,000.
We had like total people.
Yeah. And then the one where
Q&A.
farting and snorting and everything else were happening, we had 3,000 fucking people in there at one time.
Yeah, and it was crazy. During that, by the way, during that farting, big foreheaded thing. And they didn't read the comment, they don't know the joke, so they don't know that we think this is like hilarious. So everybody's like, what is
happening?
Are they on drugs? You know what I mean?
It was very chaotic.
It was. But I had so much fun. We did a live today. We got banned.
Yeah. So no more lives until June 1st.
June 1st. But we're going to go live on our regular
Personals,
pages,
yeah.
which is linked to our podcast page.
Yep.
Anywho, all these people coming in on the lives, they didn't even know we had a podcast. Like, we mentioned it, and they're like, you guys have a podcast? Where can we find it? I'm like...
And we're like, on the podcast page.
It's
literally in the
right
name.
Here. Yeah. Like, we're not just two rant... But I get it. When you scroll through lives, I guess you don't fucking pay attention. So, super fun. We'll be doing those more if we're allowed to. TikTok. you know.
We got banned for saying,
hey
y'all. And I don't know if it's because of the twang, like they thought I was making fun of people, or
how are they gonna like say who has like, the accent,
exactly.
who doesn't?
Like most of the people on there were saying they were from Texas. We got Arkansas.
We have like all over the
Pakistan,
world.
Indonesia, Bali at one point.
Yeah,
Dubai. Yeah, we had a really global experience there.
We did. It was fucking cool.
It was very
cool. I'm not gonna lie. And then we did a lot when we did our live today. We got a couple galaxies. I was like, I don't know what this means, but I fucking know it's a good thing. Because they tell other people when other people you don't even know get it. Yeah. So I was like, fuck yeah, you know what I mean? That was cool. But yeah, so catch us on fucking TikTok Live when we can.
Alright, so now that we went through all of our little glow up moments for our lives and our podcast, let's talk about Sierra's gender reveal.
Yes.
So Sam was tasked with the color, right? So it was supposed to be a surprise.
Let's not dumb it down.
Yeah.
Water it down. I was keeping the secret. Nobody else knew.
Yes. Nobody knew the gender of the child.
But me.
But her. Mm-hmm. So, day of the gender reveal comes around and a text goes through the squad fucking group chat.
Yeah.
And it says, holy fuck guys, I don't have the color. It was supposed to be delivered yesterday.
I was all surprised. That was me. I sent the text.
Yeah.
I'm like, what did they say?
What?
It was me. Fucking Amazon. Look, I love you, Amazon, but here's the thing. I never have things delay. And the most important thing that was supposed to be on Thursday for the Saturday party didn't show up till Monday.
And the crazy thing is
it was 15 pounds of color.
15 pounds is a lot.
We had like
half a pound. Not even. So,
okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
So we're getting ahead of ourselves. So the day of the party, this is going on. So I'm like Googling places. I'm like, hey, worst case scenario, let's get some chalk. We'll grind it up.
Well, here's the thing. The first they told me it was going to come Friday. And then Friday night came, I fell asleep, and I woke up in the morning, which was the day of the party, and it was Saturday, and I was like, I checked the door, no box. So then I started to freak out, and I texted the group chat, and I was like, what the fuck did we do? And so, see, I was trying to help, but I'm like, no, like, you can't help because you literally...
Because then you're going to know.
Yeah, just, I will figure it out. So, calling me, I'm like, dude, you're going to know the secret.
Yeah.
So welcome
to
the secret club. So pick me up and let's fucking go.
We ride
go
it
find some. Yeah. So we went to fucking Hobby Lobby. We rolled up in that bitch.
They literally had 4 packets of color. I was so pissed.
Of that color.
Of that color, yeah. Mm-hmm. Of the color.
The color we needed.
Yes. So, which the packets
and I
were like
even
this
said,
big, guys. Like,
Aymee, you think that's gonna be enough? And she said, oh yeah.
No, I just meant like, yeah, it's gonna show color. I didn't mean like it's gonna be like enough. But yes. I also didn't know how much Tannerite he had.
I didn't know how much. Yeah, we didn't.
There's a whole thing, guys.
There was a whole thing for it. And the main thing here is that we were tasked with putting together
the explosives.
I don't know what else needs to be said after that. I've never done Tannerite.
I have. Like, I did a gender reveal with Tannerite before.
I have not.
So I had everything I needed. So
we had what we needed.
But no, just not in the right amount. So we had way too much Tannerite, way little powder.
What happened? What had happened
was
the Christian, my boy, right? The dad.
My guy.
He said he handed us a box of 6 containers of Tannerite.
It's actually 8.
Fuck.
And we only
8 containers of Tannerite. And we said, how much do you want us to use? And he said, whatever you can fit.
Which was 3 canisters.
3 canister, which is 6 pounds.
6
pounds. 2 pounds of thing. And we were like, this should be good. And we did it at my dad's house. Shout out to you, Pops. Love you.
Hey.
And he has like 10 acres of land or whatever. So now he's real particular
about
his
particular about everything.
Yeah, he's so OCD like a motherfucker.
We are getting everything set up, and literally as we're doing, he's like, "Is this gonna blow a hole in the ground?" I'm like, "Nah, it won't be that."
He was
bad.
tripping. He was like, "If it does," he's like, "Everybody's gonna have to come back with rakes and see." Yeah, and he's like joking, but like serious.
We had it kind of close to the fence too, and he was like, "Is this gonna blow up my fence?" I was like, "Nah, it's pipe." Like, and here we're just trying to downplay it at this point.
Yeah, because I didn't want him to shut it down.
Yeah,
be like, "We're not actually doing this," so we're like, No, it shouldn't be too bad.
Nah, it won't be bad.
But just in case, you know, we'll move it.
Yeah, so we moved it up a little bit. We made it like a platform of logs. There was a total of 5 logs.
Yeah.
So there were 2 at the bottom, and then
like
we put
solid ass
3
wood logs.
large logs across to stabilize the box that I've made. And we got the Tannerite. We were shaking it up. You know, followed the instructions. Like 2
It was like fucking putting together. It didn't feel like putting together an explosive. It was like beads and powder. And I was like, shh. And then you just turn the beads black and you shake it. I was like, this is fucking easy. I feel like I'm making some sort of salad or like
I don't know what kind of
kids
salad you've been doing.
Dude, like couscous.
Oh, yeah, quinoa.
What?
I don't know.
Okay.
Quinoa? Isn't that quinoa?
No, I'm talking about couscous.
Well, I know what couscous is, but
That's
isn't
what they look
quinoa is also a little round protein thing.
Yeah,
anyway.
or it kind of felt like we were doing like some sort of kids like
craft thing.
Craft.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with that.
Yeah, I like that better.
All right.
So we get that together. We're putting it in the box. The powder is in a little secret compartment above, so that way if somebody came around while we were messing with it, they couldn't see the powder. We duct taped the shit out of it, so that way, you know, once all the pressure hit, it would
that fucking duct tape didn't send a chance.
It did not.
Didn't matter.
No.
But I will say she's very crafty. I'm not. I'm very logical. Give me numbers. Give me fucking, you know what I mean? She's very crafty and does craft shit. So the box was so cute. It was like cowboy, cowgirl, little twine to fucking tie up shit I would never even fucking think about. We put that shit in. We put the 3 canisters, and we're like, that's good. We honestly were debating like, should we put more?
But I was like, no,
yeah, we're like, this is
good.
probably okay. Like it wasn't gonna be enough, so we go back. Luckily, we didn't stay close. So
no.
We back up behind the trees.
Yeah.
And Sierra's one of our newer friends.
Mm-hmm.
I've known her for a little less than a year. Love her to death.
Super sweet.
She was the sweetest, freaking coolest chick
and always
ever.
down for anything. It doesn't matter what fucking day it is, weekday, weekend, whatever. She's like, hey, let's go. Showed up to my kid's birthday party this weekend.
To all the stuff. She's awesome. But I don't know. My whole point in saying that is I don't know her family yet. I met her mom once and her stepdad. This was my first time meeting like her entire family.
Yes.
And they're at my family's house. And I'm putting this together with Amy's help. So I tell Sierra, I'm like, hey, I have to tell Amy. She's got to help me. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. She's like, okay, that's fine. So obviously she knows because we bought the color together. And we put it together. We all back up, and he's getting the scope, you know, ready or whatever. And they're like, you guys ready? And we're like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I will put the video in here, by the way. And he shoots the target. Boom!
Fucking biggest explosion.
With no color. It was explosion color, yellow.
Yeah, and it was yellow and orange, and then like the faintest hint of
like you're like, I can't tell if I'm seeing that or that's really there.
And so like everybody's like questioning it, and they're just like,
oh yeah, the whole
what
place
is
went
it?
Quiet.
What is it? And then I'm in the background. It was definitely a boy. It was a boy.
Her whole family is like looking at each other confused,
dude.
And I'm like, fuck, we fucked this up, Amy.
I was like, oh my god.
And Amy goes, I'm pretty sure it's a boy. In the trees, we were all like the trees.
I was like, hi.
We're like, oh, and they're like, what? And we're like, it's a boy. It's a boy. They're like, oh, okay. And I was like,
but here's the thing. They wanted a girl so bad. Everyone was decked out pink. Everybody was like,
so
it's a girl.
Shit on top of shit.
So when the orange came out, they're like, it's a girl. It's a girl. And I was like, no, it was definitely a boy. I don't want to
Don't get your hopes up.
Don't get your hopes up. But
I just remember looking over and everybody's like, and they're not as rugged as we are. So they're like looking at each other. They're all from San Diego.
Confused.
Yeah, and they're looking at each other like, wait, what? Like,
what just happened?
And they're like, you guys did that on purpose? We're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure did.
You said
great,
Big
right?
Bang, so got you, bro.
So we all like walk over to the explosion. Mind you, I see this explosion go off and big ass cloud of smoke, and then I just see my dad walking through the smoke,
like,
dead staring at me. So like walking like this and just staring at me, and I'm like,
oh my god. And
okay,
remember how we said we gave y'all a very specific number of logs? Sam, how many logs were left after that? Barely one.
Yeah. It was like
there were shreds of log everywhere. There were
pieces of the box. The fucking pieces. And that's what I said. Listen, I said, I don't want to stand close because I'm going to get a fucking splinter in the eye when that shit explodes.
Yes. Final destination shit right there.
Dude, I've seen enough. You know
Too many.
So I was not going to do it. Luckily, we didn't burn the grass. We did blow up.
We did blow up the logs in the box.
100%. Yeah. Scared the fuck out of everybody.
Oh my god. Everybody was like, holy shit, it sounded like a helicopter falling from the sky.
I scared myself because when it went off, I'll show you guys a video. When I went off, I was filming and it went off and my phone went like this because I was like, oh shit. Like, and I didn't even think.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you guys are welcome because it was entertaining if anything.
Right? If anything, we're all gonna laugh about
we all
this
saw
later.
a bomb today, so.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah, so that's why we should not be in charge of the explosives.
No. Or give me the important shit and we'll let Sam play with the bombs next time.
Yes.
But
maybe do assign us the explosives because I did have fun.
Dude, the explosives, had we had enough color, it would have been
It would have been fucking, and that 15 pounds of color is what came. What was it? That would have been.
It would have been perfect.
And been like, fuck
we even were like, hey, look, the color came in. Do you want us to redo it? Like, I'll throw in on some Tannerite. We'll get all the color.
Low key, we're like, please let us redo it.
Please let us make another bomb for you, please. Please. Like,
I'd really like to make another bomb if I can.
I'd like to put in an application for how to do this because I feel like I'm pretty good at it. So
too good, almost. Some would say, motherfucker.
The bee's not gonna get you.
Has it been in here the whole time?
It has. It's just
okay. Well, it doesn't fucking live here. It doesn't pay rent. Bitch, get the fuck out of my house.
It lives rent free in your mind, bitch.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But
sorry though, Sierra.
Yeah,
we did try our best. I promise.
Yeah, that was probably the worst part of it. Was like I felt I disappointed her.
Oh like 100%. I felt bad.
Yeah, and I was like, how did I get drug into this? Like this wasn't even my fuck up, but I feel awful. Like I did something. Because
I was like, bitch, you know, but you signed up. If I'm going down, you're fucking down with me.
You were in charge of the explosives. You knew that was gonna be too much, and I did.
If it was like a little in color, like a little color, we might have been okay. But so we are going to do a little segment where we talk about some country shit that we do, or we have
that's
done.
pretty high on the list. But I mean, I grew up in South Texas.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Where I grew up, it originally was like a rural town. Like people had horses and shit. So over time, it turned more into like a city. But still a small town.
Right.
So, we did, like, redneck shit there. Just not as redneck as, like, Texas.
Probably we did.
Like, the shit that I've done since I came here...
Oh, hell yeah.
...is way more redneck.
Most of mine start off with, I was drunk, and... and ended with, I got real muddy. So. Yeah,
lots of mud and lots of drinks.
Yes.
I mean, shit, even at Sierra's bachelor's party, the tractor, they just rolled it up and threw the ice in it and fucking... That was the cooler. Shit was awesome. We've eaten pizza out of that same tractor multiple times now. We played, I don't know, some game where you spin in a circle and then try to jump over the stick.
Oh my god.
That game just sets you up for failure, dude.
So tell them about that game.
So you take the stick, you drink, you're drinking. So let's start there.
Yeah.
You take the stick, you light it on fire in the fire pit. You put it like this, and you spin in a circle like 30 times or something crazy. 10, 30, I don't know. Seemed like too many times for me. And then you throw it on the ground, and you have to jump over it. And
I don't know if any of y'all have spun yourselves around in a circle
and
try to do
jump.
Anything.
Yeah, but
jump.
Because in your head, you're like, I can do it. Like, I'm going to be dizzy, but I'll fucking jump. Your legs don't even work.
No.
They're like...
You instantly go sideways and hit the ground.
We played that game one night. We were drinking the... peanut butter whiskey. Our bunny catching thing is very redneck.
So Sam, as most of
a
you
little
know,
crackhead like
has her own little farm, right? And so when her bunny rabbit got knocked up with one of the stray bunny rabbits here in the streets,
whoa, let's reel it back. Let's reel it back for a minute. We ain't doing no inbreeding in this farm.
I'm just kidding. It was.
They were both bunny rabbits.
Yes.
Holland Lops.
Yeah, mini Holland Lop or something.
Mini Holland Lops and a mini Rex.
Yes. And
Beautiful.
so It was Snow and her boyfriend. What was his name? Charming. Oh, yes, because they're all Disney related.
Yes.
So her buddies had babies, and one day we're like at Phoenix's birthday party, and your hog had babies that morning.
Oh fuck, that was a traumatizing day.
It was a very traumatizing day. So this is how redneck shit happens, right?
Yeah.
We're having a kid's.
It always starts with the kids'
5th or 6th birthday party.
5th.
Then the hog is having babies, so we got that going on. We're counting babies, making sure the pig ain't.
Yeah, for the first time.
Yes, for the first time.
No, second time.
Then I'm looking under the shed, and I see baby rabbits, and I'm like, Sam, when did you get a baby rabbit? She's like, I don't have any baby rabbits. I said, well, what the fuck is that?
It was a tiny baby.
It was like
it had fur.
It's
but like,
so cute. It's like a little cotton ball running around.
Honestly, the cutest animals on this farm are those baby bunnies.
Oh yes.
So, and they have cool colorings too.
She had 2 sheds at the time. So one, and it had a lot of openings in there at the bottom because it's on cinder blocks, and then there's one that's on like a wood platform, and it's very close to the ground. So the bunnies were pretty much under there for the majority of the time, and at the point where they were getting older, we were like, shit, we need to catch these fucking rabbits.
Yeah, like we can't have them live here because then they're all gonna keep
breeding.
So as soon as I get the babies, I have people like, when are they available? So then I'm like, well, we gotta catch them.
Well, Aymee, when are you available to come catch these rabbits?
This is what I mean. We're in the same. You and I, man.
Always.
If I'm gotta do it, you gotta do it. That shit's fun as fuck. Don't let her fucking fool you.
So we're getting like broomsticks, right? We got. I started thinking smart because we were trying to grab them with our hands, like one of us sitting inside the shed, and as they come out in the dark, and grab them, snatch them by their ears or whatever. Oh, that worked maybe like once or twice.
If you got them young enough, you could do that.
Right.
If they get a little bit older, they start getting smart, man. Dude, and they fucking smell you and shit.
They like peeking around corners. One's coming out this side to see your butt, and then they're telling the other ones under, and they all shoot under, and they wait till you walk away. Moment you walk away, they start popping back out.
And then it's fucking frustrating. But we'd be out there for hours. I took a broom and a fishing net, and I duct taped that bitch together so it's a long net.
Yeah.
Then we had another fishing net.
Yep.
Or a pull net or something.
It was something.
Some sort of net.
But
that's what we had.
We were like running in the pasture chasing these rabbits down.
Yeah. And they're like juking us.
Or one of us would walk to the end of the pasture and run them back towards the shed, and the other one would be like holding the net by like their burrow or whatever.
Yeah, where they usually dip out and then we lose them.
And so we caught how many like that? Dude, we
caught
went on a
all of them.
Spree.
We caught all of them, and like, and then I'd text her and be like, "You want to catch baby bunnies?" She's like, "Fuck yeah!" So then when they would have bunnies again, we'd fucking all go out, not all, just mostly her and I. Nobody else ever wanted to do it except my daughter.
Yeah,
that's who does it now because I'm just so busy. But we go out with the fucking net. That net was a game changer. That really, because once they get in the net, it's kind of scary at first when you grab them. But when you get them, they scream. And I wasn't prepared the first time I heard it. I was like, ah! And I let it go. And then I realized it was just a dramatic thing that they do.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm trying to help you and fucking give you to a home so you don't have to live outside if you don't want to.
Remember the one, though, that you got? It was a little Riri. Oh, my God.
It died.
Well, I know that, but it was so cute, though. It had the little flopped over.
It was special needs, for sure. 100%. I saw it, and I was like, this is... You know, like on The Goonies?
Yes.
The dude with like if he was a bunny.
That would have been him. 100%.
Yeah. I was like, that's...
But it was so sweet. It was like the cutest little meth up thing I've ever seen in my life, and 100%. I loved it, and I was really sad when it died.
Farm life is fucking hard, dude. Mm-hmm. You don't realize that the most crazy shit happens on a farm, like the most insane shit, and you're like, how could I even have predicted that would happen? I don't know.
Yeah.
Crazy. So if you don't have tough skin, you cannot have a farm. Because shit happens.
Right.
Yesterday, my horse picked my goat up by the fur and tossed his ass over some food. Literally by his mohawk.
That's literally
he was like,
what she did to Buddy. Buddy the goat.
Oh, she did it to him
too? So in school, some of the people I hung out with, they had like this huge mud pit. So a lot of the guys had older lifted trucks, everything like that. So when it would rain, we'd all go mudding in this dude's property or whatever. And that consisted of a bunch of us chicks, all in bikinis, fucking mud wrestling, fucking going through the mud.
That sounds like
hooking up the mattress on the back, getting in the back of the truck.
Oh, I was like, what you guys doing with the mattress?
Dragging it.
Oh, shit. I thought we were going a different way. I was like, damn, turn it up a notch with these fucking parties. Can I come?
Right? We have the air mattress.
Yeah, we blew up the mattresses. I was like, yes, I like where this is going.
I like this.
No, dude, I wrestled. I've wrestled. I wrestled a lot of animals since I've been out here, like trying to get them. I can wrangle the shit out of some goats. I fucking got it figured out, dude. My cow thing, you put it on their nose and you wrap it around their butts. Because they get in here and they won't get out and they're so strong. Dude, and you just don't realize.
They're stocky, like they're
they're like, psh, and you're like, what the fuck, you little dwarf? And can I say that now?
It don't matter.
You know what? I said it anyways.
Always going swimming in the ponds. That's always fun.
That I haven't done, but that also seems like it may be like a UTI.
I never had issues with that, but I mean, we had like at my mom's house there was the
Texas
tank.
Corona.
We're from Texas.
Urethra.
It's kind of like that saying where they're like, I'm from Texas. Everything's better in Texas. The beer's better in Texas. The women, whatever it is. The women. Chevrolet came from Texas. What did you know from Texas? Anyway, I don't know. This is
I like how you say I don't know, like you didn't just recite the whole thing.
And then also, like, pasture parties. That was always a huge thing when I was in school, so we'd go to the lot. It was like this sand pit type thing, literally. Like, you drive up to this land, and the landowner knew we were there, and everybody would park their trucks, and it's literally like a sand pit. It was like a big-ass hole filled with sand or whatever, and hence the name Sand Pit.
Yeah.
But
I was thinking like the movie Sandlot. You guys should have named it Sandlot.
Yeah.
No. You weren't as cool.
No.
As I thought you were.
The lot. We have a lot, but it was actually a furniture store parking lot. But
dude, growing up, where we all hung out was fucking movie theater. That's where we were hung out. One of my good friends, Fabian, he grew up. So where I lived, we had a Jewish community, and it was a community just for Jewish people.
I would assume we were being a Jewish community.
I just want to make sure I was explaining it. He wasn't Jewish, but his parents worked there.
Oh, okay.
And it was like a gated place, and then like you'd get back there, and it was
so
like
houses with
houses
So do you show like a Jew card? Is that how you got in? Like, like, how did they know you were Jewish?
To
like,
let
did you
the
have
other
curly
Jewish
hair?
people. Oh, how did you buy a house there?
No. Like you said, it was a gated community.
Yeah, you
so
could
like,
go in.
Oh, okay.
If you're not Jewish.
Yeah, I didn't know if.
I hung out there. I'm not Jewish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think they make cards anymore.
Did they before?
Maybe during the fucking Holocaust. I think so.
No, actually, at that point there was tattoos and stamps, so barcodes.
Stark. But we'd go there, and there was a building there, and we'd play beer pong in the building. And the building was the Power Ranger, like, from the movie where the evil dude lived.
Yeah.
So we'd go up in that bitch.
Stop.
And we'd put on music real loud in the surround system and stuff, and we'd play, because we had the keys, because his dad was the maintenance man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and we were young, dude. We were like 16, 17. And we'd be up in that building, all the lights on, like the music as loud as it goes, like on the nice floor. And I always told them, we need to dress up as the Power Rangers and fucking come here and play beer. And they never down.
What was your favorite Power Ranger color?
My favorite was pink.
Of course.
I know. I wish it was different.
It's definitely the yellow.
It would be. That's fine. Alright guys, we're gonna play a game. It's called Rapid
R-rated fire.
Rated fire. Yes, that's pretty good.
You're right.
I had to really think about it.
I could tell.
So basically, this game's new to us too, but we have 3 seconds to answer whatever question the other person is asking. If we say pass or I don't know, or we don't answer, then the other person has to yell spill. And you have to tell something worse than what we were even asking about.
Yep. Try.
Okay. What's your body count?
I don't know.
2. Okay.
I really don't. Maybe.
Which ex would you still let hit it? 1, 2, 3. Have you ever faked it, and who was it with?
Yes,
1,
every
2.
single one of them.
Same, except my husband, dude.
You can't tell me that there wasn't one time that you.
Oh, I have faked it with my husband, but I
Okay.
don't have to do it anymore
Oh,
because
okay,
he
but-
is located.
Okay.
He's so we're good to
So
go.
we're good to go.
To go. Boop, but all right, we're good.
It goes back to the
Yeah.
last episode. Would you rather get off in 30 seconds? Yes.
Yes, we have figured that out.
We have figured it out. It's going.
All right. Who was the last person you thirst stalked on IG? 1,
Oh, fuck.
2, 3, spill.
Fuck. I don't even know his name.
No, spill something worse than that.
Oh, spill something worse than stalking somebody on TikTok that I've never met?
Thirst stalking.
Thirst stalking.
Whatever
Like,
the fuck that
maybe
means.
John Kane? I don't know. Like, but it really wasn't him. It was some country dude. I don't know.
Okay.
He's the one that is riding that bronc.
But
and
you're
he's
supposed
like,
to say,
holding-
tell us something worse than that.
well, I don't know what's worse
You
than
keep
that.
answering the question.
Something worse than that. I don't know. I farted on a live during TikTok. Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Fuck, that did happen.
That did happen.
Okay. Have you ever kissed a girl?
Yes.
Okay.
I've kissed you, Sam. Do you remember when our lips touched?
Oh, my dad's calling me.
Oh, not Dad.
Okay. What is the most illegal thing you've ever done? 1, 2, 3.
I haven't ever done anything illegal.
You fucking liar! You got a speeding ticket. That's illegal.
That is a frowned upon offense.
It's just it's not frowned upon. You're gonna get a ticket for it.
I didn't get a ticket though. I got a warning. Thank you, Mr. Copper. Because I was being honest. I was like, he's like, you were doing 77 and a 60. I was like, yeah, I know. I mean, there's no excuse for it. I just left my
I
house.
was going that
I
fast.
have my kids. I'm trying to get them to a pediatrician appointment. I gotta drop one off at daycare. It's 8:10 and the appointment is at 8:30. And he was like, do you have your license? Yeah, here it is. Blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I'm gonna give you a warning. I said, much appreciated. Thanks, buddy. Peeled out right in front of him. Put that cruise on.
Dude, yes.
Got up to 0 to 60 real quick.
All right. Have you ever slept with someone and ghosted them immediately?
Yes.
1. Okay. Which friend's man would you never trust? 1.
I can't
2.
say the name, but you know who it is.
Yes. That's not a friend though.
No, not anymore.
What turns you on instantly? 1.
Nipples. On me or them?
Nipples. I don't know what it is. Nipples is the answer.
I like when my nipples are played on.
Same,
Instant
it's played
instant
on.
turn on, played with, on whatever.
Whatever
TikTok,
you want to
TikTok,
call it.
TikTok. But on a man, I think a smile
No,
and
it
a
says
big
what turns
fucking.
you on.
It does. I like a man with a good smile and a fucking nice
Oh, I
set of
guess-
chi-chis.
Okay.
Like a nice chest. The chesticles.
What's one secret you never told on the podcast? 1.
I don't know. The
2,
fact that
3.
I fucking
You
know.
suck at this game. You're not
One
even trying.
secret? I don't have secrets. I'm very open. Like, okay, I haven't told the podcast a lot of things.
I know.
They're not that they're not secrets.
How are you gonna say I'm very open?
I'm
Let's
very-
follow
well,
that up
this
with
is
I
all-
haven't told you guys a lot of things.
Well, this is only episode number 4, guys.
All right.
5.
What's the main thing you haven't told the podcast?
I was in a relationship with a married man who was in the process of leaving, but when we got together, he was still in the talking process of it, not fully left. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You know, but we've she knows now.
Yes.
It's been time. She knows what it was.
Yeah. Have you ever been in love with someone else while married?
In love? No.
What's the dirtiest text you've ever sent?
I can't put it on here because we won't be able to post
Spit
it.
in my face while you...
Spit in my mouth when you fuck me.
That's lyrics. I didn't have it for real, but it did.
I'll sing it.
Who was your best lay ever? Name not required, but we want clues.
My husband. And we know why. It's because I've taught him everything. Am I saying he was the best immediately? No. But he's the best overall.
Have you ever had a crush on a guest or a kill worker?
Yes.
Okay.
Guest?
I
Like
guess on the
a-
podcast.
Fuck.
I'm the only guest.
The
It's
fucking
you and
goats?
me. Alright. Have you ever done anything freaky in a public place?
Yes.
Damn, you're better at this
I
than
know,
I am.
that's shocking.
I'm like, okay. Who's someone you wish you never hooked up with? Say it.
Starts with B, but I can't say the rest of the name.
Oh, I was gonna say it starts with F, but
F?
Like,
Oh, yeah. For sure. Double down on that
double down
answer.
on that one?
That one, yeah.
Okay, what is your biggest turnoff that no one talks about?
Dirty teeth.
Okay. Who in your life knows the most of your secrets?
You.
Lie. I know a good bit of them, but there's somebody else.
You know pretty much.
Same
If
shit?
anything, you know more, honestly.
Oh.
I don't really have a lot of secrets.
Okay. You're right, you don't.
I don't. I tell too much to
What is
everybody.
something you'd never tell your kids you've done?
Meth? To start off with.
To start.
I'm obviously not a drug addict.
She's not.
But I diddled.
You did
I diddled and
I
I
did it. I
diddled.
dabbled in it.
I dabbled in it. for
Dabbled.
sure.
There you go. What's one thing your husband doesn't know but might find out today?
The things we are going to edit out of this. Honestly, my husband also knows more than he would want
Like
to
to
know.
know.
Yeah, but he's definitely going to be like, B? What's the B? And then it's going to spiral into something it's not really.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're
That was
right.
it. Well, that was fun. That was interesting.
Yeah.
I got a little personal really fast.
Yeah, but it really fast.
Yeah.
That's why it's rapid.
Rapid fire.
Rated R, fire, rapid. Other R words. So
Let's leave it to the live comments,
yeah,
please.
we'll take it to the lives. So overall, y'all, we're just super fucking excited at how much love and support we've gotten
Yes.
from this thing.
We literally talk about it every fucking week.
For sure, I talk about it every day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
my husband probably wants to punch me in the face.
He does.
He's like, shut the fuck. And I'm
Dude,
like, you know
Jonathan
what
was so butthurt when we did the hour and a half live with
I mean? Oh, I
everybody.
knew he was like,
He's
I'm
like,
cooking
oh, I
these-
just love the fact that you spent 3 hours talking to a
So
bunch
I
of
just-
men from other countries while I'm sitting there watching TV outside.
Yeah,
I was
you're
like,
still
as you
around.
should.
We're not. Yeah, the fuck.
No, he was great.
I mean, Andrew had to listen. He listened to the thing the whole ride home live. So he heard it all too.
Yeah.
So it went longer than we thought. So whatever. That's.
But we were all having fun. I feel like our followers are having fun with it. We're definitely having fun with it,
Yeah.
and we're super excited to see where this all goes.
And it
for
kind of
everyone.
gives you guys a better idea of like how we organically like
interact
and how we like talk to people and stuff, which is really shocking to people apparently. They're like, what is this? Follow.
And I feel like the most like off the wall comments that we've gotten are like not off the wall, but just comment is, are we sisters? Are we lovers? Which of course no, but yeah, it's funny and the saying's true. Like the more you hang out with somebody, the more you start to act like them, look like them,
100%.
whatever. So I don't see it as a bad thing. I'm down with it.
But yeah, we've synced up pretty good, and we did this truly like for fun.
Yeah. And at the drop of a hat, because we've been talking about this for a while, and then just randomly one day it was like, hey, I got this for the podcast. I've already made the name. Here's the password. Here's what
the
we're
logo.
doing. And I'm like, holy fucking shit, this bitch just did this.
Yeah.
And here we are.
That's the thing. And you know what I did when I was doing research, because I was researching how we compared to the average podcast, like ours.
Mm-hmm.
And I had, like, they had graphs pulled or whatever. Shout out to you, ChatGPT, you bad bitch. And we are at, right now, about almost triple.
Hell yes. So
which is
cool.
fucking crazy. I mean, and it doesn't seem like a lot to people, but, like,
It's a lot to us.
Yeah, I mean, we fucking...
We're just in
people
our
that want
backyard.
to hear, yeah, we're sitting in my tack room. It's hot as fucking here, and there's flies. I don't give a shit.
And a
My
wasp.
dog is on her period, so she stinks like
Fucking
fucking
tuna.
fish market. And that's what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
But we
it's
love
all for y'all.
it. This day of week when we film is my favorite.
Thursdays
day.
are the best.
I can't wait for it. I'm like, ooh, yay. Like, it makes...
What are we going to talk about today?
Yeah.
That's me, because half the time I'm clueless.
She just shows up.
I just
She's
show
like, I'm
up,
just
and I'm
here.
like, I'm fucking doing this.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And I'm like, okay, here's the PowerPoint and the graphs, and this is...
Dude, the next thing for the room is going to be like a fucking word thing, like what
a word prompt?
Yeah, a word prompt like the news fucking casters use.
She's all,
I can't read it, it's too small with my tiny eyes and your big forehead beaming the light off at it.
I'm like, I'm trying to get the extra signal over here.
There goes that Leeson.
There it shows up, man. Never fucking gets old.
No.
But yeah, dude, all I'm trying to say is we are very fucking grateful for all of you, each and every one. We see you guys. We try to respond to everything. I think we do, right? At least right now, we're able to respond to everybody. And just the random messages like,
hey, you're doing great.
Yeah,
or,
you
like,
guys, this podcast is really good.
It's resonating with me.
Yeah, you're like, it's fucking, our podcast is good.
I
I think.
think we're doing it.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Please remember to like, follow, subscribe, all the thing. We're gonna do a lot of random shit. Every episode's gonna be fucking something different.
Yep.
So.
And if y'all have requests, put it in our DMs, message us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you can find us.
We do relationship advice.
Yeah. That's
Can't tell you it's gonna be sugar coated though, because it's not. It's probably gonna be
came from a recently divorced.
Yeah,
but
I'm almost divorced.
You know, we're
That's
gonna
where we're
work through it with y'all like we did with ourselves. So
yeah. So send us all